Hey guys, what's up? It's Patrick here, and today bringing you guys a brand new video, and in this video, we're bringing back the Quest to 4,000 Trophies series. So obviously I haven't been playing a lot on this account. We've dropped down to 3,424 trophies. A lot of people have been asking why I haven't been attacking, and yeah, over the last 2 weeks, I've definitely gotten lazy. So as of this video, we're going to be going hard over the next couple of episodes, going for 100 trophies an episode, at least for the first two, to get back up to 3,650, and then from there, we're going to keep climbing, and hopefully we can go hard over the next couple of weeks and then make our way to 4,000 trophies pretty quickly. Alright, so I'm going to be bringing back the GoWiPe strategy. I brought some tweaks to it. I'm going to be luring out with the balloons. A lot of my clanmates have been using that with some success. So I'm going to be trying that out. And let's go ahead and see if we can attack some bases. Try to get some 2 stars, maybe get some 3 stars in this episode. And let's see how it works out. So this first base here looks like he has a pretty well upgraded defense. He doesn't have any heroes or a clan castle though, so this one should definitely be a pretty free 2-star. And let's go ahead and start it out by attacking from the bottom right. So I think the bottom right is my best place to attack from. I think that his walls are like pretty symmetrical, and the way that it's laid out, I sort of have this feel that most of my troops are going to make their way to the center pretty easily, judging by that middle compartment that you can see with the archer tower, the cannon that has the skeleton trap popping up right now. If you look at that compartment, I can see my troops making their way to the center. I can sort of visualize it, and I know that that final jump spell is going to really help me out. Alright, so dropping my first free spell on that Inferno Tower, as well as attacking from the bottom right. I'm only going to have to deal with one of the Inferno Towers at a time. And as my troops make their way there, I'm going to finally drop that free spell, and now most of my troops should pile their way towards the Town Hall, and that's going to be able to get me that 2nd star. So the Queen's doing work right there. Maybe I dropped my jump spell too far away to where my troops don't want to hop over, but we've already gotten to 46%, and in just a second or so, we should be able to get to 50, as well as I still have some balloons and Barbarians in case I need them. Alright, so right now 49%, Queen's going to shoot down that Expo, and right after that, I'm going to go ahead and surrender so I can save my hero health, seeing as I wasn't going to be able to get a 3-star. 12 trophies, a nice big bonus, and let's go ahead and keep it up and not let up on this second raid here. So again, if we can get a 3-star, that would be great. When I try to look for when I'm trying to get a 3-star against the base is to make sure that a lot of my P.E.K.K.A.s are still up, as well as my witches are super important. If you can have your witches up after you take care of the town hall, you're usually in really good shape, because the witches can keep making skeletons, and your wizards and your archer queen can keep shooting behind those, and that gives you a really high shot of getting 3 stars. So let's go ahead and try it out with this base, and let me go ahead and lure out the clan castle troops. Alright, so balloons and giants are going down. I've sort of been tweaking with the balloons and giants to see what works better. The balloons are really nice because they can float over top and usually get deeper into a base to try to get to that clan castle, but for these episodes, I was bringing 3 giants and 3 balloons, and I think in the future episodes, I'm going to try to drop it down to around 4 balloons, depending on the base that we're attacking. Alright, so troops are coming out. Looks like we got the wizards and the archers out there. I'm going to go ahead and drop a barbarian, following up by my clan castle, and inside of my clan castle, I'm just rocking a 2-2-3 with 2 witches, 2 wizards, and 3 barbarians or archers. So now that those are taken care of, I really don't have to focus too much on wall breakers on this raid, so I don't feel bad about spending a couple of those on the outside to make sure my golems are nice and spread out, because if you put all of your golems in the center, you're really limiting your chances of getting to 50%, so that's why I'm putting those guys on the left and the right. And let's go ahead and storm our way up to the town hall. So king, queen, witches, wizard, clan castle, all those are going in the center. I'm going to have about 4 wizards on the outside to take care of the outside buildings, but most of my main firepower is going inside of the center, as well as the P.E.K.K.A.s. And now that I dropped the jump spell, I'm going to drop that freeze so it doesn't freeze down that golem, and I think we're going to have a really good shot to get at least 50% on this base, as well as we can see how close we are to getting 3 stars. Alright, so rage spell's going down. Looks like I still have a P.E.K.K.A. The skeleton traps are a huge pain. I've talked about that earlier, but I've already taken care of the town hall. And looking at the troops I have left, pretty much don't have a shot of getting 3 stars, so I'm going to surrender in just a second to save my hero health, and that is going to be able to wrap it up for this raid. So we were pretty close. There are some defenses in the back that I was a little bit worried about. If I still had a golem and again some of my witches, I would have been able to go for it. But yeah, 13 trophies, 46,000 gold, 35,000 elixir, not too much to talk about there. Let's go ahead and go to this next raid and see if we can improve on it just a little bit. Alright, so for this guy's base, 17 trophies. He has a sort of funky southern teaser base like the last guy. Almost set up the same, except the Inferno Towers are set on single target for both of them. I think the last one might have had one multi-targeted one, and I'm going to go ahead and drop the balloons up top and see if I can lure out most of his clan castle troops. Alright, so the balloons did a really, really good job. I didn't have to bring my giants for this one. I decided to scrap those. I'm going to go ahead and lure most of the troops out to the very bottom. I also ran into a skeleton trap, and overall, it looks pretty good so far, and let's make sure we don't screw up this lure. I'm also bringing a witch with me on some of these raids. One of my clanmates suggested that I bring an extra witch along with the 2 in the clan castle, and that guarantees you'll be able to take care of their clan castle troops no problem. So that guy's going to go down, and I already have a pretty formidable army in the center, and I can focus on dropping my wizards, on the outside, and I'm going to drop my heroes and P.E.K.K.A. most likely in the center as well, depending on what type of base that you're attacking. Alright, so things are working out pretty well right now. I'm going to go ahead and start dropping my golem, 1 in the center, 2 P.E.K.K.A.s, my heroes, and then on the outside I'm going to drop my 2 golems as well, and try to drop a couple of wizards on each side, just to make sure I take care of some of those fluff buildings, as well. It makes it so your heroes don't get distracted and go off to the outside, because my wizards are already clearing out those buildings, and things are looking really good right now. Let's make sure we don't jump over any giant bombs, and I really don't see any place giant bombs could be, so we're actually looking pretty solid on this raid. All of our wizards are alive, both of our witches are alive, my P.E.K.K.A.s are doing a good job in the center, most of my troops are going where I want them to go, so let's go ahead and keep it up. I dropped my jump spell as well for those troops on the left hand side, and I'm dropping that second free spell and raging my troops through the center of this guy's base. Alright, so we've already gotten the second star, and unlike those other raids, I still have 8 wizards, all 3 of my witches, and a bunch of troops left in the center. Not having a multi-targeted Inferno Tower obviously helped out a lot, but for this one, I'm just going to go ahead and let the raid go, and for some reason, this guy didn't close off the center of his base. If you look where my queen is right now, he had a weird point where his walls weren't connected. Looks like he made a little bit of a fail there, and overall his base design wasn't too good at stopping the composition I was using, and there's only 2 defenses left in that archer tower and that Tesla, so I don't think time's going to be too much of a factor, seeing as we're already at 83%. Just making sure my queen's going to survive through this. She's pretty much shooting everything in the area besides that tower. And now we're just going to focus on that Tesla, and I just want to make sure that none of my troops or my heroes get in range before we can break down that wall. Alright, so things are looking amazing. I don't think that Tesla is going to be able to reach my king right there, so we're going to be solid on that front, and obviously that Tesla is not going to be able to 1v10 all of my troops, so we're going to be able to get 3 stars in this raid and steal all 17 of the trophies. So it feels really good to get a 3-star against this base. This guy definitely could have done some better stuff with his walls. He had some really funky designs to where the walls weren't finished off in the center, but I'll take a 3-star anyway. I can get it. 17 trophies, a lot of gold, and our bonus, and I think that's going to wrap it up for the rating inside of this video. So overall, I did about an hour and 15 minutes of raiding to catch up. Took a decent amount of time to find some bases. There were like 10-minute pauses at some points, but I ended up getting 110 trophies from the raiding I did today, and I feel like in the next episode I'm going to do the same exact thing, and we'll be back up to 3,600 trophies, and we can finally make that push to 3,700 and beyond. So once again, I'm going to be doing a lot of raiding on this account. Hopefully I'll be doing a bunch of raiding tomorrow, especially because I'm going to have some free time there, and yeah, you'll be seeing that soon, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to drop a like if you enjoyed it. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.